It's Pop-Up Wednesday, and this week we're taking it to the next level, analyzing how the pros pop up. Maybe we'll learn something useful in today's episode. Welcome to the Wipeout Weekly, the daily podcast for beginners, wannabe surfers, and seasoned wipeout enthusiasts. No hype, no filler, just the highs, lows, and honest truth about learning to surf and finding your place in surf culture. I'm your host, Suze Wilson. Let's go out. Whenever you watch pro surf comps, you get to see all the acrobatics, but very rarely can you observe a pro paddling and popping up in slow motion. Thankfully, thanks to Brad Rose, who's a filmmaker and a producer for Wired and Discovery, we can now study the best, frame by frame, and steal a few of their secrets. Brand filmed a bunch of the world's best surfers in slow-mo at the Kelly Slater Surf Ranch. It's unique because, unlike in the ocean, in a wave pool, they all start in the very same spot. He caught everything: pop-ups, foot placement, hand positioning, and unpacked the details. Here's what we've learned from this exercise. First of all, what do pros do that's different? The short version: it's not all one way. Some drop both feet first, like Kelly Slater or John Florence. Others plant their back foot first, then swing the front one through. That's Carissa Moore, Steph Gilmore, Jordy Smith. Some twist their chest toward the wave before they even pop up. Others stay square until they're already flying. What does this tell us, and why does it even matter? There's more than one correct way, but there are some patterns worth learning from. Hand placement matters. Almost all the pros had their hands planted near the waist or lower ribs, not up near their chest. That lower placement gives you better lift and keeps your chest low. Bonus: many had their inside hand slightly behind the other. This opens your chest toward the wave and helps create space for your front foot to land cleanly. And here I thought staggered hands were a beginner crutch, yet so many pros do it. Now, about the feetsies. It's mostly back foot first, then front. So forget the idea that both feet need to land at the exact same time in the explosive pop-up. Most pros do a 3-step pop-up. Hands down, back foot lands, front foot swings through. The gap is small, but it's there and it's intentional. Then back foot helps create drive and sets your base before your front foot commits. If this sounds like blasphemy, yeah, you might have been taught to focus on your front foot first instead in your lessons. We've talked about the importance of looking in surfing many times before. You really should be looking down the line before you pop up. Most pros are already looking down the line before their feet even hit the board. They're committed to the direction, and their body just follows. Note to self: get your eyes right, everything else follows. This is a no-brainer. But obviously, not one pro popped up using their knees. Not one. We know this is the slowest way of popping up, unavoidable at times when you're learning. But if you're trying to progress, the knee pop-up is a dead-end habit. Rip it off like a wax job gone wrong as soon as you can. In other news, Steph Gilmore and Felipe Toledo both showed how much compression matters. They start low and spring out of it like a loaded coil. You don't need to be an Olympian, but that low, fast pop-up gives you more control and flow into your first turn. Finally, there's a lot of chat about Kelly Slater's little flutter kicks before his pop-up. And no, it's not just for propulsion. He's keeping the board planed so the tail doesn't sink and the nose doesn't lift. Translation: he's kicking downward to keep the board level, not forwards to paddle. It's finesse. And probably not something you need to worry about yet, unless you're already riding shortboards and chasing perfect trim. But fun to know. I do hope this inspires us to do some land practice, because, God, I do need it. And that's all for today. Check out the Wipe Weekly for our free newsletter, more stories and ways to connect with us. Thanks for listening. See you tomorrow for more of the Wipe Weekly.